Well, thanks for watching these videos. Mr. DJ back again. And if you grew up in the late 80s, or if you're a young adult in the late 80s, if you're in high school, junior high, elementary school, college, or just, working your first job, and hope you're enjoying these videos and me talking about the songs. At number 32, up from number 37, it looked like this band was going to go places. They performed with the Rolling Stones, and Bon Jovi opened for both of those groups. The lead singer even sounded like Bon Jovi, had that hair metal look as well with that short length hair, the trademark of the hair metal bands, although not quite as much hairspray. The Dan Reed Network, Ritual, lost, completely lost. If you take a group of about 1 million people, just a group of 1 million people here in the U.S., only probably 2 or 3 people might remember this record. It's a good kick-ass rock and roll record. Dan Reed wrote the song. It was the last song that was written for the album, but the people at the record company and management, they lined up behind Ritual thinking that this is it. This is the single. This needs to come out. But despite airplay on night tracks, remember night tracks on WTBS, they ran on Friday and Saturday nights from I think here, Central Daylight Time, around 10 or 11 to about 4 or 5 in the morning. They played it. MTV played the hell out of it. Well, they played it in generous rotation as well. Dan Reed Network compared to Living Colour and Lenny Kravitz. And they were also, they're from Portland, Oregon. That's where they were from. Dan Reed had a spiritual journey of sorts. Now, the group split up in the early 90s after selling about 2 million albums, and this is around the time when Dan Reed went on a spiritual journey. He interviewed the Dalai Lama. He went to India and interviewed the Dalai Lama for Spin magazine. He left and came back to India to spend a few months living with Buddhist monks to absorb some of that Eastern tradition, the Eastern religion. He moved to Jerusalem for several years, and that's pretty much all I know about the Dan Reed Network. It's a shame the song only got as high as number 38 on my on Billboard's Hot 100, but at least on my fancy playlist of April 9th, 1988, it's up to number 32. That's a consolation, hopefully.